Hi, I'm John Anderson, the Senior Sales Consultant for Asphalt Pavers at Caterpillar Paving Products, and today we're going to be talking about our large asphalt pavers. There are a number of things we do to improve the quality of the mat coming off of the Cat paver. One of them is the swing out stations, which help the operator with visibility so that he can see into the hopper. That helps him to control the material flow to ensure that he doesn't have stagnant material that's cooling down, and also helps him to have a good line of sight with the truck driver and the steering guide so that he maintains a nice line of pull. Right from the front we have a track plow that can be put down, and that's going to push any material that's spilled off of the truck towards the center of the machine. We push it towards the center of the machine so that it doesn't interfere with the grade controls that are on the outside. And you want to push that to the center so it doesn't get pre-compacted by the mobile track, so that we minimize the impact to the toe point. On the conveyor system, we have very large forged bars, and they're closely spaced. We find that that provides the best material flow, especially when the machine is cold. We come back to the auger. We have a plate that brings the material back to the auger, into the auger chamber, so that the material stays active and doesn't build up in the middle of the machine. And we also put a bird's beak, we call it, on the front of the auger gearbox. And that keeps the material flowing away from that center part of the gearbox so that it then has to flow back under the gearbox, and that's done by a couple of reverse segments on the auger drive. And that keeps that material active in the middle of the machine so that we don't get center line segregation. On the screed, to help improve the material flow, we have a deflector plate that forces the material up the face of the screed. The material that's not used by the screed on the first pass is forced up the face of the screed and back into the auger chamber so that it's continually remixing and doesn't become cold and stagnant. And we find that helps with thermal segregation. To help preventing spills, we have a very low hopper entry height, so that allows the trucks to easily dump in and not have material spilling out. We also have a long hopper, which allows the tailgate to swing without blocking the material flow, so that we always have active live material going into the conveyor tunnel. We have a new hopper flashing material that's more resilient to heat, so it's also more flexible, but it retains its original shape even with the hot asphalt on it during the day. This machine is also equipped with our side flashing, so that seals around the side of a box and prevents material from rolling forward out of the paver as the truck is dumping. We've added tie bar seals on the back of the hopper to minimize material leakage out the back of the hopper and to keep the hopper cylinders from binding. We also on the feeder system have a 4-pump feeder system, so those pumps are really sized so that you can run eco mode effectively and get high production out of the machine. 4 pumps allows us to control the speed of each conveyor and each auger independently, creating only the power that is needed for each one of those individual components. This machine is equipped with power mainframe extensions, so they can be extended out to keep the tunnel confined and to minimize the roll forward of the material, which minimizes segregation. They also go up and down with the augers, so they get tight to the ground and really minimize that potential material segregation. One of the most appreciated features of our machines is the top deck mounted cooling package. So this cooling package pulls air in from the sides and cools off everything underneath the deck. The last thing that happens is it goes through the cooling package where it really heats up and blows out the front of the machine, so all the hot air and the noise is pushed away from the operators. There's also a serviceable filter that ensures the system is operating at peak efficiency. Another key feature of the machine that reduces the noise is our integrated direct drive generator. So that generator is right off the flywheel and driven directly by the engine, so there's no hydraulic noise with that generator. It's 70 kilowatts, so it will heat the screed up from 40 degrees Fahrenheit to 270 degrees Fahrenheit in approximately 15 minutes, while the engine is only running about 1300 RPM. Compared to previous designs, that saves 1 gallon of fuel in a full heat-up cycle. Cat's auxiliary power panel produces 6.6 kilowatts of 120 volt AC power so that the contractors can power any lighting system that they like to. Here we have Cat blade lights. The blade lights can be mounted on rear mount screeds, front mount screeds, or on the tractor, and they provide great lighting around the work area. The kit comes with 4 blade lights and 2 poles, so it can be mounted on both sides at the same time. Our ventilation system is equipped with hard ducting throughout the machine. There are no expandable sections in there. So you can see on the back here we have a steel duct that sucks the fumes away from the augers, takes it out the stack on top of the machine, and we also have a gauge that the operator can see that the system is working efficiently. They also have excellent fuel efficiency running eco mode, which brings the engine closer to peak torque where it makes power more efficiently. In eco mode, the 10-foot class pavers actually make more power than they do at high idle. One of the nice features of our track system in North America is the mobile track system. It's a continuous rubber belt with steel cables inside, and that provides you with roading speeds similar to a rubber tire machine, but the tractive effort of a track machine. Within the MTS, we have a bogied undercarriage. What that means is the bogie wheels are free to float over bumps. So the value of that is minimizing that toe point movement. So less movement means slower movement also, so that the grade control system can react to that and keep the toe point on a level pulling plane so you get a smooth road out the back. Cat pavers are equipped with 2 operator stations. They both have exactly the same functionality, so the machine can be run equally from either side. All of the settings transfer from one side to the other, so there's no setup required when moving from one station to the other. Controls are set up to emulate the physical layout of the machine, so hopper controls are at the front, conveyor controls are in the middle, auger controls are at the back. Cat offers 3 screeds for their pavers. They have a front mount screed where the extensions are mounted in front of the main screed, and then 2 rear mount screeds. The XW screed is a heavier screed than the standard 60V and allows for improved densities and also wider width paving. One of the new features we have is the SDX screed plate, so you can see the leading edge here, and that's where the material comes in under the screed. You can see those large diamonds and how they are going to manipulate that aggregate back and forth and allow it to shift and find its optimal position in the mat. And then as we reach towards the back, we transition to a flat surface so that we still have a flat road, but a more interlocked aggregate base that provides a more stable structure for compaction. With that, we get higher densities, we reach compaction faster, and we end up with a smoother road. We also have the SDX smooth plate, so for those contractors who are looking to do work where they don't need that additional density, they can go with a traditional smooth plate. Advanced technology is built into the machine, and it's designed to be simple and easy for the operators to use and understand. Like Pave Start Assistant, which provides for repeatable performance on job sites. Cat integrated grade control is an appreciated feature by operators because they don't have to remove the screens at the end of the day. And also they can run both sides of the grade control from one side of the machine. And they also have the slider bar along the bottom that indicates machine operating parameters and also the cross slope. Cat pavers can be equipped with thermal mapping that helps to improve road quality. Thermal segregation is one of the leading causes of road failure in the asphalt industry. Thermal variations leave uneven surface textures behind the screed. These variations cool more quickly and can lead to less than ideal compaction results and shorter life expectancy of the paved surface. To combat these variations, contractors can monitor surface temperatures of the asphalt utilizing an infrared camera and a global navigation satellite system enabled by RTK accuracy.